Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Saturday. Just make sure I got everything set up here. Yes, doing an extra stream. I know I'm traveling, not in my usual setup, but I had a little bit of time, and we are seeing a very nice pump for SPS. There's a lot of cool discussions that are happening across Twitter, X, as well as on Discord that I've been following. So the hype just seems to be very much in a good place right now, and I would say that's probably across all of crypto, rather than just Splinterlands. But obviously, Splinterlands is benefiting as a major byproduct of that. Not to mention within Splinterlands, right? So that was all external, but within Splinterlands, we also have some very exciting things happening here over the next couple of weeks. The first of which is going to be the rank rewards update, or really just a ranked play update that is coming in on Thursday, so about 5 days away, if my math is right. And then, of course, we will have the Killer Whales episode, which is being very highly reviewed, right? The Shark Tank of crypto and crypto gaming specifically on that episode is being highly reviewed. I have not seen it yet. I'm going to wait for it to get to Apple TV, which I believe is happening sometime in March. March 11th has been the date that has been thrown around, but it is episode number 3, so I'm not sure if it is going to be, launching all at once, Netflix, a la Netflix style, or if it's going to be something that comes out weekly. But either way, I have Apple. Apple usually releases stuff on a weekly basis. So if it's not March 11th, it would probably be March 25th if they, just go one episode per week. But overall, it is very exciting. Obviously, there's going to be an overhaul that happens with the reward system as well, which I think could be really exciting, especially for those who are missing a lot of the reward cards like myself, or who maybe want to start planning ahead for the upcoming Soulbound reward cards that will be tied to Rebellion. And so therefore, you don't have to get the cards now. You don't need to get the rewards now. You can just go ahead and start saving up your dust or reward shares or whatever it ends up being. All of that stuff I think is going to be really, really fun. And of course, Bitcoin halving happening in April, which should just I don't have high expectations that something specifically is going to happen right around the Bitcoin halving, but I think within crypto, just the sentiment is going to be super fun. Anybody who's in this space is going to be like, all right, here we go, right? Bags are packed, we're locked and loaded, and we are going to see if the halving has the same kind of impact that it has had over the last couple of really like the last decade plus at this point, for the last couple of cycles. But you can see here SPS is up 6.8%. We are up to 2.62 cents, which is significant, right? This is actually higher. This was closer to 8% a little while ago. I think we were at 2.67 cents. Let me go ahead and refresh, just see where we're at. But it seems as though, and I don't know if this is the killer whales effect, but we are starting to see, some interesting things happen. Vouchers definitely pumped. I don't know how many vouchers were actually burned for the event, the Rage airdrop. But again, when we were doing our math a while ago, even if everybody used vouchers, like what is it, 4,700? I think somebody said there's like 4,700 printed, but let's even just go with 4,000, right? Just to be on the safe side, times 20. If everybody used it, that'd be 80,000 vouchers. So it kind of actually tracks quite well to the point that we have not crossed 12 million. We've been at like 11.5 for a while. So we probably burned a good amount of vouchers just from that. But again, we should be able to print that in like 2 days. So I would expect that we're going to be over 12 million here very soon. I don't know what's going on with the burn event. I believe that is not passing as a proposal right now. Matt is probably going to go back to the drawing board, include promo cards and things like that, which he discussed on the last town hall. But it seems as though many people, if they want a promo card, he's open to just combining this with their halving event. So all of a sudden, this goes from being a Q1 event to a Q2 event. Which means, I don't know. I think he said they would want it to start like, part of the way, half of it before the halving, the other half after the halving. So as of now, let me just, I'm going to use my phone here and just see when is the halving. Is the Bitcoin halving? Because the date obviously moves around based on how quickly the blocks are getting done. So there's usually, I thought there was a website that was like tracking this. Here we go. Bitcoin having countdown. Oh, so it's moved up again. April 17th, 2024. So 53 days, 2 hours, and 5 minutes, which is really exciting. So, less than 2 months. This is gonna be an interesting time period. Hopefully nothing crazy. Hopefully the world doesn't shut down like it did 4 years ago. That would be not as fun. Across the board, though, DEC showing great resilience as a product-backed stablecoin. I think it's never going to be quite at peg, but we haven't seen it go lower than like 0.9, and if it did, it was only for a very short period of time. For the most part, we're seeing DEC get burned regularly, which is fantastic, even though on the 4-month, I think that this is an interesting trend to see. So this is the last 120 days. You're seeing 4.6 million. So this is where we were. What is it? January, December, November, October. So right before the pre-sale went live, we were at 4.6 billion. Not million, but 4.6 billion DEC. Obviously, we're closer to 5.5 billion. So net, we've burned. We've added 9 billion, but the reason I was thinking net is because of the fact that so much of that DEC has gone into the DAO. So even though we have 5.5 billion now versus 4.6 billion a couple of months ago, we have 1.7 sitting in the DAO, which actually puts us at only 3.8 billion circulating. So even though the amount of DEC circulating is higher now, we are not necessarily seeing that around the ecosystem, which is fantastic. Now, land is kind of stuck here. We haven't even gotten to the 1.5 billion mark yet, and I highly doubt we're going to see that anytime soon. They're just, the team has not been prioritizing land, and at this point, we're in February. The next town hall is going to be this Thursday, so we may get some land-related releases in March. My assumption would be the grain LP, just because that is kind of the top tier item that everybody is waiting for. But hold on, let me see something here. Okay. And then I lost my spot. Oh yeah, and then the company's holding a decent amount. Players are still holding on to a decent amount. Markets, pools. So let me just go ahead and say hi to the chat. We got Powis. What's going on, Powis? Good to see you here. And Paul Stimson. Hello. Thank you for stopping by on this random Saturday stream. I don't know how much time I have, but we got at least an hour. We've been streaming for 8 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun. Now, I know a lot of people are doing the moon carts. So if you're into moon carts, they're having an event right now where people are just able to go and play. So I would highly recommend going and checking that out. I do not have my gaming computer with me, so I am not, and it's just way too slow on this old laptop that I use and travel with. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited for moon carts. The snapshot for that is happening in 2 days. Probably, and you can see GLX even pumped a little bit. I think we were at like 0.79 for a minute. But look at this arbitrage. Rebellion packs holding their value. Dude, Rift Watcher's coming down though. Isn't that a bit of a surprise? What's crazy is the fact that like we have less than 1 million Rift Watchers packs, and yet the cards are not holding their value well. Nightmare packs for Soul Keep. That's exciting stuff happening soon. I really, really hope that. Oh man, I almost think that I'm gonna have to separate out my Soul Keep content because it's gonna be a completely different game run by a completely different studio, and so I think I'm probably gonna start making like specifically Soul Keep based videos. I mean, I do Soul Keep based videos now, obviously, but I'll have to make like a new thumbnail. I'll add them onto their own special playlist here on YouTube, just because it's going to be its own thing, which is really, really exciting. And let me see if I can share something with you guys. I'm not going to show it here on screen, but in the Splinterlands Discord, if you go to the Tower Defense page, the Tower Defense thing, there's a representative from Double Coconut who said, "We are as interested in the success of the game as all of you. As a person directly involved in creation development, I assure you that every person DC is waiting for the launch of this product, on which we spend lots of time and effort. It's one of the games we're very happy with. Eager to success. We are and still open for constructive feedback." Oh wait, hold on. This is not what I wanted to read. I think Arhav spoke something earlier. Oh, yes. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so this is from Arhav today at 4:35. So yesterday, this is, let's see. They're going to be they'll be updating on a weekly basis. We'll try to be more responsive. Currently, we're in active development process of new features in the game that will make it more interesting and worth waiting for this whole time. For those who think that the game was not finished, it's not the reality. The game was finished in the planned timeline with initially agreed functionality, but as mentioned in our blog post, the reason was just the delay, reason for the delay was the change of priorities. So I don't know. I remember the beta being, quite fun, and there were a lot of folks, including Darkest Night, who was very addicted to it. So if there's more features being added and this thing launches and can pull in a lot of folks, I don't even want to say a lot of players, like if it can just be a fun game that people like to play, that's awesome. I'm very, very much looking forward to that. We got Virus in the house. What's going on, Virus? And Lawrence Blake as well. Let's go. Virus, you think we can do should we do or try to do a poker stream at some point soon? I don't know. I just feel like it'd be fun to, it's not even about playing poker. It would just be fun to like chat with everybody. I don't know. Get the gang back together. Also, I'm going to keep putting it out here. I don't know that it's happening for sure, but Darkest Night and I kind of have the end of April, so the last weekend of April, around the time of the Bitcoin halving, we're thinking about doing like an After Dark 2 where we just go to Vegas and hang out there. So I need to reach out to some of the folks on the West Coast because I know that there's a couple that wanted to come last time, but we're not able to just because it was a really, really far travel. So I wouldn't mind going to California, but yeah, I don't know. Darkest Night said we should do Las Vegas, and it's hard to say no to Vegas. So we'll see how things shake out with that. Lawrence Blake is here. Games on the block. What's going on? Tales from the Cryptmancer. Hello, crypto boys and ghouls. All right, Tales, how are you feeling, man? Because you are my barometer for like a lot of the like keeping it real in the space. So I'm curious to know. We're seeing decent relative strength across a lot of the tokens here. I don't know if you've had a chance to try the Moon Karts game. It may not be your style, but I definitely think that there is a lot of opportunity. Maybe I'm drinking too much Kool-Aid, but this is why I got to talk to you. Pow's conspiracy stream. Yeah, we got to do that. Damn, we got to do that. I can't do it next weekend. Maybe the weekend after, maybe on like a Friday night. Maybe we should try to push it for just like a random. It doesn't need to be the weekend because weekends tend to get tied up for me and for Keys and for Darkest Night. So I think what we'll try to do is maybe a random day during the week. That might be the easiest for folks. And yeah, I mean, we got to talk about all that moon stuff. But thank you for the reminder, Powis. I will get on it because I want this to happen within the next couple of weeks here. Because after that, like mid-March is a little crazy for me, and then I'm not good until like after like late March. I mean, I'll still be doing content. I'll try to make sure I'm streaming and stuff like that. But life has just gotten crazy in a good way, so I can't complain. But I am complaining because I love hanging out with you guys here. So Liberty Guy, what's going on, brother? How are you? Virus is in for poker when you guys are free. Let's do it. Or maybe I don't need to set it up if Tails wants to do it. I'm always down for that. Sorry, I'm not trying to throw it on you, Tails. I just don't want to steal your thunder, You had a fantastic stream last time. Supreme Victory says, will players have the chance to preview cards before investing in packs? Are the card statistics set in stone? Are you talking about Moon Karts? Because I think we can see everything now. So all the different car parts, the different carts, I think all that stuff is already available now to see. You can go and check it out in the game if you have access to the alpha. But we'll wait for some confirmation on that. I don't personally even really care about this airdrop. Like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. who doesn't like printing money out of thin air, right? Like, but for me, I'm more excited about the game. I want these games to launch, and specifically Moon Carts. And I know they probably have to get Arcade Colony up on its feet and all that stuff. But I think they came up with Arcade Colony and talked about Moon Carts. I believe that town hall was like at the end of January, and they said they were trying to do it in the next 2 to 3 months, of which we are already 1 month into that. So my hope is that by the end of March, we could see certain things happening. But, you know, no, I no hate, but being on time has not has not been the norm for this. So it's like I have a lot of faith, I have a lot of optimism, but at the same time, it would have to be sometime in like late March through the end of April that my expectations, based on what they said. And the reason I think that that's important, the reason why, it's even more important right now that I think they hold themselves to a strict timeline is simply because of the fact that the Bitcoin halving is happening. You're seeing strength across the rest of the market. You're seeing a lot of other gaming projects do well. The last thing you want is to kind of miss that initial rush in, because, and here's the thing, there will be other times, it'll be fine, but there will be waves of this as we go out through, the next, we'll say 12 to 18 months. Where the Bitcoin halving is probably going to be one of the first times, especially if like things are looking good and a lot of people who may not have been paying attention to crypto all of a sudden come back in because they're like, oh, Bitcoin halving. I disconnected from crypto and Bitcoin for the last 2 years, but I know things happen after the Bitcoin halving. So let me just hop right in here and see what's going on with crypto and gaming and all this stuff. And so I just feel like that could be an important time psychologically for many people. And so getting the project out there, getting the game, and more specifically the product out there, not the project, but the product out there is vitally important, which is why I think, Splinterlands, the TCG pivoting and getting, rank rewards, first ranked and then the rewards system updated, hopefully, within the next month or so here is vital. And then Soulkeep, I think that they have every incentive. Same thing. They have every incentive to see what's going on. Oh, so I don't know if you were asking about Soulkeep or whether you were asking about Moon Carts. But either way, I mean, people already bought Soulkeep packs. They had no idea what was inside. We still don't know. But I'm holding on to my packs. International Travel Channel, Guten Tag. What's going on? Supreme Victory. All right, what has been done to the game and gameplay so far? Since the game was released to testers, have the bugs we found been corrected or abilities adjusted? Are you talking? I'm assuming you're talking about Soulkeep at this point. I don't know. I don't remember there being any bugs, but also I wasn't really like testing it as much as others. But if you have stuff there, I would definitely recommend connecting with the person. I think Arhov. Let's see, what's the name? ARHOV. Arhov. In Discord, just because they are active there, and if there's bugs and stuff, you want to make sure you can let them know. Tails says cautiously optimistic. Soulkeep news sounds good. Okay, good. I was surprised a lot of people were really negative about the Soulkeep news. And the thing I get, look, I get it. You can find a reason to be negative about everything, but to me, the reason that I'm super hyped is the fact that the product is no longer on the shelf, right? Does that mean that Double Coconut is going to be flawless in their execution? No, absolutely not. They could totally bungle things up. They could totally mess things up. But guess what? It is in their best interests, right? It is in their best interest to get a working game out. And as somebody who owns packs for this game, I just want to play the game. If they do something drastic, like they launch their own token, or they get into, they stop using SPS or whatever, like they disconnect themselves from Splinterlands, which I don't think is going to be the case. But if they were to do that, right, that's their own prerogative. But at least we know that the game is still going to be around. So it's like they could stop using SPS, and sure, from a Splinterlands perspective, I'll be like, oh, well, that kind of sucks, right? Especially if I don't agree with the reason. But if they're doing their own thing and they want to launch a game that's going to be successful in a Web3 space, they still have every vested interest to make this game awesome. So at the end of the day, as somebody who owns a lot of packs and wants to play the game and wants to see it successful, it's like whether it's tied to Splinterlands or not doesn't even really matter. Like I don't, if we go by what the news says, and they bought the game from Splinterlands, like, why would you pay for something just to rug pull it? Because we've already paid the money, right? We already paid, like, for the packs. So the worst that can happen is they just go out of business. And guess what? That puts us in roughly the same position we were 2 months ago, where it's just like, yeah, Soul Keep is just like on the shelf. Yeah, I guess it would be permanently done, but yeah, I don't know. At this point in time, I'm optimistic, like you, cautiously optimistic. But I think if everybody's acting in their own interests, then we'll be in a good spot. Is there a plan for a second community playtest to ensure these concerns on character diversity and appearance, the clarity of cards, art stat, balance, and other are addressed? I have no idea. And again, I'm not sure which game you're talking about, Supreme Victory. So if it's Soul Keep, again, there's places to go ask this stuff. They have not released anything for Soul Keep. And then Moon Karts, obviously people are playing it already. So I'm assuming you're talking about Soul Keep. Dice, ready for some free airdrop coins. Nothing is ever free. No free lunch. But good to see you here, Dice. I hope you're well. All right, internet. Wow. If Tails is cautiously optimistic, I'm going all in. Fair enough. All right. So Tails says ranked battle rework will shake things up. I'm curious to see what rewards look like with a combined reward pool and no league pools. Yeah, that'll be something. I wonder if they're going to end up dividing it again by league. To me, I feel as though that is necessary, but I will trust the judgment and see how things go. Granted, we can't get invaded by a ton of we can get invaded by a ton of bots in modern, but if it's like very obvious bot behavior, we now have the power to report them and get them to play only in wild. So yeah, I don't know, could be interesting. So Supreme says, given that the game is developed using Unity, why is it still limited to a browser version instead of launching on platforms like Steam or numerous Web3 games? Oh, what's going on here? Sorry. Where numerous Web3 games have found success. Well, first of all, I think Steam is anti-Web3 and NFTs. But to your point, yeah, like why wouldn't they go to like Epic Games or something, right? Epic seems to be really positive on Web3. That's a great question. My guess is that, and this is just kind of along the lines of what the team has talked about in the past, where browser-based is just easier to use, easier to access. You don't need to download a bunch of things. I don't remember if Moon Karts is going to be something that has like a free-to-play version on iOS, but I love the fact that Soul Keep is. So that's going to be awesome, because then I'll be able to just like send it to friends and be like, all right, yo, check out this game. It's free to play. You can download it on your phone, right? Android or iPhone. And if you like it and you're interested in like learning more about like how I'm earning money from it, right? That could get a lot of people in the door. And I would say that tower defense and arcade like Moon Karts is very much like, it's much more arcadey. The arcade style, I should say. It's much easier to get people to just kind of intuitively figure stuff out. Whereas with Splinterlands, you really got to understand not just, your meta or the meta of the league that you're in, but now you have to understand the league, meta of all the leagues, which again, I maintain that it's better because it's kind of like simplified, but there's still, crazy kind of strategies with learning all the abilities, all of the abilities, all the rule sets, different things like that. And then just, the ecosystem that is pretty much like the entire game for me with Splinterlands. But for example, okay, so I'm in Chicago. I was visiting. I have a nephew who's in high school, and so he's like trying to hustle, and he's like kind of following what I'm doing with gaming and crypto, and again, like all this stuff is still like relatively foreign to him. But we were talking about racing games, and I told him, I'm like, all right, there's this racing game coming out. Do you like racing games? Are you good at racing games? And he's like, yeah, because we were talking about Mario Kart for a minute, and so that's why the topic came up. And I was like, all right, here's the deal. I'm going to turn him into a scholar, and I kind of told him this. I'm just like, if you like racing games, I'm going to send you this game once it comes out, And if you like it, if you're good, then I'll buy all the assets needed, right? I'll get cars, I'll get, whatever, we'll deck it out, something that you like, you play, and then we split we split the profits, right? So it's like I'm able to put my nephew to work in that way, where he's able to play games that he's good at or that he enjoys, and then actually earn something from it. He's not even at working age right now. He's still super young. So I don't know. To me, that's exciting, because I can't do that with Splinterlands. I mean, maybe if he was like into car games and had like a natural inclination for them, then sure. But I think arcade style games are going to be the best, and this is why I'm really bullish on kind of where Aggie's vision is on this. All right, so Tail says also card market has been pretty resilient, stable, even without a card burn event imminent. Yeah. I hope the card burn event, I'll be honest, I hope the card burn event turns into more of like a DEC and voucher burning event. Because I would love to see more SPS get burned. I get it, like we want cards to be burned, but I've been convinced by Virus and many others that like it's just going to burn the cards that nobody wants, which is fine, and will still have benefits. But the more I look at the numbers, and the more I kind of understand like where the team is at, and they're like, yo, we got 500 real people playing in this game. If we could get 5,000, that would be a huge game. That would be a huge deal, right? It would be game changing. And so, when your real player numbers are that low, getting even just a small handful could wipe out, the entire marketplace. And so I think I did the math on one of the videos recently. Like if you just look at the amount of packs, it's like 2.5 million. Divide that, I think it was like 700 players, right? 700 max level players, and double that if you assume, or you could even triple that if you assume that, we have 2.5 million packs kind of idle, and then another 5 million packs opened, but cards just laying around. That's 2,000 players trying to play at the highest levels. But here's the beautiful thing, right? That 2,000 players, they don't even need to get the entire deck. But if they all want Conqueror Yasik, or they all want a Lily Shieldpaw, for example, the 7.5 million packs we just talked about, right, are only going to yield 2,000 max copies. And so, sure, there's going to be a lot of extra cards that just kind of like laying around that nobody really wants, which maybe could be good for like the burn event, right? But the key cards that people need are still limited as well. Like we're not going to all, it's like if we get a bunch of people, it's not like we're going to print extra lilies for all of them, or extra, Yasiks for all of them. It's going to be, that's kind of the set amount. And so that could drive, even just a couple of cards, as you saw with Rebellion, even just a couple of cards like jumping up in value, being the chase cards for new players coming in from for Chaos Legion. That could be enough to push things, push the value of Chaos packs higher, and therefore, increase the pack price and all that. Game says, I'm confused why energy cost is still tied to leagues. Because paying for energy in bronze, like paying the same amount in both, is going to be like bronze versus champion. It's always going to be unfair. You have to make a tiered system, because either you charge like an appropriate amount for champion, let's say, right? Because if people are able to earn like 15 SPS per win, you need to have energy actually, eating up a decent amount of assets. So if you do it that way, where it's just like, okay, hey, we're going to charge like 500 DEC for champion. If you're in bronze, you're never going to pay for that, right? And it's worse the other way around, where it's just like, okay, well, you know what? Each energy is only like 1 DEC. Well, then all of a sudden the people in champion are going to abuse the hell out of it. I mean, hell, if I was in gold and it was only 1 DEC, I'd be abusing the hell out of it too. So it's got to be a tiered system. Fortunately, or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, that's just the necessity of the situation. All right, Powers says, I have high hopes for this new rank changes. I need it to improve my enjoyability playing. Well, I hope it does. I don't know if you have any max cards, but I think that there's going to be certain choice cards that people just max out, because they know that over time they're going to level up their deck, whether it's with Soulbound reward cards now or getting other cards along the way. I think we're going to see a lot of summoners start to be maxed, even if the rest of your deck is not maxed. So, for example, right, like I want to burn my gold foil gladiator cards and just buy, a lot of the legendary, or even just summoners that I need for Chaos Legion. All right, so guys, race party and moon cards. Yeah, make sure you go and check that out. They're all racing right now, so go have fun with that. I'm not doing it just because I can't play on this computer. So I've also played. I've played moon cards. That's why I'm asking the hard questions. Gotcha. Okay. Well, we always appreciate the hard questions here. So Tail says perhaps the most interesting thing is the macro crypto environment. If face melting bull hits crypto, alt season hits, or crypto becomes an AI like phenomenon, success of other games in this space could translate to good things for Splinterlands. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. It just takes one. We just need one Axie Infinity to go to the moon, and then people are going to believe that it's going to happen across the rest. And here's the thing: even if it doesn't happen across the rest, just the speculation alone is going to bring a lot of money into other projects. So you know, I love Splinterlands, and I'm not trying to throw any shade, but I've said it before. I don't think Splinterlands is going to be the Axie Infinity of 2024 or 2025, whatever it is. The game is just too. It's just wait, what is going on here? The game is just too like complicated for the meta, and it's just too niche, right? You don't see trading card games being like the largest streamed and with the largest player bases, so it's gonna be something like a Fortnite, right? Like an Illuvium, or Cypher, or what's the other one that people are really into? Oh, Big Time. All right, hold up. I don't know why. I hope the stream is still coming through to you guys. Let me check stream health. All right, it says excellent connection, so I'm just gonna trust it. But yeah, I think one of those doing well, taking off, is going to lead people to look around, and I think it's important that Splinterlands is in a positive position to onboard people in an easy way. And so it's like, obviously we can't even do anything about it, but I understand very much, and I'm behind why the team is doing what they're doing right now, and hopefully it'll be a good experience not just for new players but for all of us. G, you must be new here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I don't know if you're new to the game, new to the channel, or just new to live streams, but thanks for coming through. G says, do Mavs have access to Mooncart somehow? I joined the Arcade Colony server. No, it's not Mavs. It was just Aggie put out a post, so I would DM Aggie. Now is probably both a good and bad time. A, because he's racing, but B, because he's also probably like thinking about this stuff. And he will get you into... He'll get you the information that you need. There might be certain things that you need to agree to, like posting about it on social media, and not sharing the links and stuff. But a lot of it seems more like Aggie's just getting people to buy in. So, have you played Helldivers 2? No, I have not. Would you guys be open to me doing like? Cause I don't play much like traditional or Web 2 gaming, but would you guys want to see like Web 2 gaming streams here? I know I've talked about it for the longest time, but I've never actually done it. And for the most part, I don't play a lot of like the newer games. But if I can find time, like I would love to. Like everybody was like super hot on Pal World for a minute. And it's like, oh, I guess if I have time, I can jump into that. But now I'm hearing about Helldivers 2. Is it good? Almiel, what's up? Almiel says, I am buying into Untamed, very cheap to ignore. Interesting. Okay. Same apply to nodes. Yeah, the nodes are interesting right now. I haven't pulled the trigger on any more nodes just because I already have a bunch. But I will say this. Let's actually go back here. If you're grabbing nodes at 500 a pop right now, which is what I think they're going for, 600 a pop. I mean, this thing is paying 40% APR. It's paying 40% APR with SPS at 2.5 cents. And vouchers at what, 3.5 cents. So, just imagine what this looks like. It's like, just imagine what this looks like if SPS does 2x or 3x, right? We get to like anywhere from 5 to 7 cents. Hell, and if you want to start daydreaming, imagine if we go even higher than that. So Tails says, an ecosystem with many live games, SPL, GLG, Mooncarts, SK. Oh yeah, whatever happened to the casino games? I thought Aggie was talking about that. I wonder where that's at. Provides a compelling story for our Hive-centric slice that could bring a lot of speculation. Yes. So you know what, Tails? I agree with this. I've usually been very down on Hive, but I agree with you on this. Like before, it was like, why would people come and explore Hive, and why would they do it for like a single game like Splinterlands, which is very difficult to get into? But yes, you add an array of games, a wider selection, different genres. Some easy, some not, some more in depth, some arcade style. And you're absolutely right. It's not that Splinterlands or Arcade Colony or GLS has to shoulder the load on their own. It's almost like, Hive then becomes a very, well, it's not even really Hive, but like the ecosystem of layer 2s on Hive become very compelling, as you say, good word for that, as a place to come check out, because then it's not just one game or two games. Like, that's the thing. How many people, so for example, this is why it's important for, I think, Soulkeep and Mooncarts to launch ASAP, because how many people in 2 months from now are going to stumble onto that crypto, or sorry, what was it called? Not Shark Tank, Killer Whales. How many people are going to stumble onto the Killer Whales episode and be like, okay, this sounds kind of interesting, right? They've been around for a while, and I don't know what it was said, but it's just like, yeah, Splinterlands. Okay, you know what? I heard about it last bull run, but I didn't check it out. Looks like they survived. Let me go see what it is. And then they go in and they're like, oh, card game? No, that's not fun. But yo, everybody in this Discord is talking about this kart racing game. Let me go check that out. And then boom, all of a sudden it's like they came because of Splinterlands. They came because of some marketing that Splinterlands did, but they stayed for Soulkeep, or they stayed for Mooncarts, or they stayed for, hell, even Genesis League Goals. Maybe they're like a huge MLS fan, right? And they're like, I have to have this goalie card and I have to have it maxed out, right? I did not realize that there was also, they did a partnership with XYZ. Dude, what is going on with my phone? Hold up, sorry. I just because I have, sorry, I'm just being extra right now. That I have the stream up just to make sure like the stream health is fine, and it just keeps resetting and going to the beginning of the stream. So I don't know if that's happening to you guys or if it's just me, but it's really annoying. But either way, that's that. Oh, let me see. And of course, then it freezes every single time. Interesting. Okay. Hello, crypto boys and bulls. Let's go, Jason. Good to see you. Red X, what's going on? Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate you. Thank you for entertaining my comments. Yeah, man. You don't got to thank me. That's what we do here. Just come and hang out and have a good chat. But thank you for the well thought out comments. It always makes me think differently about stuff. All right, Tail says, on an unrelated note, Storm Warfare is a parallel-like game that could be making some big waves in a week or so. Epic, Steam, mobile, web. Okay, I will check that out. Storm Warfare. The thing with parallel is that there's just a lot of time commitment to like be one of the top players in the game, and I think that they're going to have their own issues with meta, right? So I don't want people to think that I'm like some parallel, maxi. I was like digging into it, and a lot of people are complaining about the fact that like, there's one main meta in the game, which I think is Shroud, right? And so a lot of people are just opting to do that. It makes the gameplay kind of boring, and really what it comes down to is just a bunch of whales earning all the prime that's being given out right now for play to earn. So they're going to have their own issues, as with like traditional TCGs, but we'll have to wait and see like who can do it better. I will say this though, I wish I had bought Parallel, or I wish I'd bought Prime at $3 or $2 when we were looking at it way back when. But I'm happy I bought it at not the all-time high, because it's just been pumping lately. So I'm feeling very good about my Prime position right now. Tap the like button. Thank you, Supreme. I appreciate you. So Tail says looks to only be around 100 players at Champ 2 plus Modern Game at this point of the season. Yeah, that sounds about right. I would say we probably only have like 100 or so like actually active players. Look at the names on Discord. Look at the names on Twitter. Like it's all people that already. Now I do believe that we are getting more people. I don't know how the other streamers are feeling about this, but at least for me. I'm sure it's the same for them, but subscriber numbers for me have been going up. And again, not like crazy, but it's not down or flat the way that it's been. And so since I'm doing primarily Splinterlands content here, I have to assume it's because there's a lot of folks that are starting to get back into the space, or maybe even checked out Killer Whales a couple of weeks ago. A couple of days ago. But yeah. I fear Axie Infinity this year is going to be... Why do you fear that? I thought you liked Cypher. That's another game I need to check out. Star Atlas is another one. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many. Bitcoin Sig, what's up? Oh, somebody had mentioned this last time too. Seekers of Tokane. I think I still have it open. No, I don't. I had the thing open where I was like looking it up. Every Gold Foil Gladiator card I get, I burn for DEC. What's up, C-Dip? All right, see, like, and I'm not trying to call you out, C-Dip, but like, I'm starting to recognize a bunch of different names too. C-Dip, for example. Now, I don't know, C-Dip, you don't have to answer, but like, are you new to the channel? Are you new to the game? Or are you new to just like commenting on live streams? But it feels as though there's a lot of new names in the comment section, which is awesome to see. That's exactly what we want. So I don't know where they're coming from or if they're just piping up now, but either way, welcome. Thanks for being here. Skyer says Aurora is also very cool. Yay, cracking eggs. Aggie's not racing. He is kicking our butts. I mean, Aggie, dude, did you see how much Aggie was playing when it first came out? I'm not surprised that he's like, a master at it now. He's probably got it down pat. Aaron B, what's going on? Ranked is a 1v1 math contest. They need to move away from that and start adding other elements like skill and cooperative play, multiplayer versus multiplayer and PvE. I mean, I would love all these different game modes. And I will say this, actually, maybe I shouldn't say it. Well, I teased you now, so I'll say this. I've had some private conversations with Call Me Tim. He's a really cool dude. Just know, I just, in my opinion, the game is in very good hands with Call Me Tim. I have a lot of respect for him. He's got a lot of crazy, cool ideas out there, and my hope is that he gets the chance to like implement a lot of them, whether it comes to like new game modes or stuff like that. He was kind of, I think Matt's even said this, right? He was the main guy behind Rebellion and getting tactics and all that stuff. So if the game can continue to evolve under his watch, I think we're going to be in a very good place. When all that stuff gets in, I don't know. But I'm excited to see what he's able to do if he's given a bit of a free reign. Virus, what's up? Helldivers has been awesome to play. Need to play with friends though. It's not as fun solo. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I'll check it out. Are these so? Because I haven't like checked out Web 2 games in so long. Are Pal World and like Helldivers, are these all like still free to play the way that Fortnite is, or do they charge you money? Because I remember, back when I was like had all my consoles and stuff, it was like $60 to get a new game, and I didn't even know if I was going to play the game that much. So there's a lot of money that I wasted on games where I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool for like an hour, and then I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to that. So yeah. So I'm just curious to see, because I obviously don't want to be spending money on a bunch of games, especially not on Web 2 games that I'm probably going to play for like a week max. Otherwise, math geniuses from developing world will continue to scholar and make multiple accounts. With these changes, you can expect them to consolidate and move up to higher leagues. But see, that's a good thing though, Aaron. That eats up a lot of cards. Icy Flow is here. What's going on? They need to translate the game to Spanish. That's a fantastic suggestion too. We could reach many different parts of the world if the game is translated, not just to Spanish, but into other games too. If you could choose a language. See, the new ranking system is not new player friendly. The league system was a guideline on how and when to upgrade cards. Now they're confused when facing hundreds of cards ranging from level 1 to 10. I disagree, because and I know where you're coming from, and I'm not saying that you're wrong in certain aspects, but it's still new player friendly, because sure, in the past they knew, okay, I just need cards at this level for bronze, and then they go in and they get absolutely murdered. But now, like, they still need to understand the same thing. They still need to understand card leveling and how it could be beneficial, but they're not limited to just getting cards from bronze. They can get max level cards or even just silver or gold level cards and literally rip through bronze, which would be awesome. So I think it is a net positive, Brian. I know where you're coming from, and I'm not even saying that I disagree with your thesis necessarily. I'm just saying that the implementation on the back end is still going to be better, because they're going to have to understand something anyway, right? So here's the thing. If they're going to take the time to understand cards and the leveling up of cards from levels 1 to 3 for bronze, it's still a time investment that they're going to make. And if you actually enjoy the game, then that's not really a time investment. You're just learning and trying to understand it more. At which point, therefore, it's almost like an incremental thing to like not just learn bronze, but learn silver levels, learn gold levels, learn, all the different levels essentially. And then come in and be like, you know what? I want to blow all these bronze accounts out of the water. So instead of like me just, paying 10 cents a day and renting out a bunch of bronze level cards, I'm going to pay 50 cents a day for a bit and see how it is, and actually play with cards that people like and have been proven to be awesome, and in that way, all of a sudden, that difference, it's a delta of 40 cents, which for some people, maybe that's a lot. I would say for most people who are wanting to play in crypto games, like they're coming in with capital, right? They're coming in with some money. So 50 cents a day is not going to be that much. 40 cents a day, 30 cents a day, whatever it is not going to be that much of a deterrent for them to try playing at the higher levels. So Leandro, what's up? Use my Immortal Creed gains to buy 5.7k GLX to get to 10k. Hope Arcade Colony is a hit. Man, me too. Icy Flow says I remember you mentioned this a while back. World Eternal Online soft launch on mobile, Android only at the moment. It's different Web3 model, no tokens, just sellable assets. I like that actually. I don't know anything about World Eternal, but I like the model of not bothering with tokens. I think a game could be totally fine if it was just assets, and then you earn assets. Blockchain Projects, what's up? I just watched the funniest video. It is Donald Trump on Soul Train in the 70s. It is epic. I'm sure it is. So Brian says the min-max play is probably max out the summoner and those cheap reward cards from day one, but leave those Chaos Rift Watcher legendary at 1 BCX. Very counterintuitive for new players. I don't know, man. I would say, like, I get it. All I'll say is this. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are probably not going to be happy about it, or they don't like it, but give it a shot, man. Like, what do we have to lose at this point? It's going to fundamentally change our gameplay, but hopefully for the better. And there's a chance that it could, whatever we have right now has not been working. A lot of players that do come in and check out the game don't end up staying. So, I just, in my opinion, it's worth giving a shot, because whatever we've been doing for the last 2 years has not really been working in terms of getting new players. So if it ends up being terrible, will it kill the game? I don't think so. I think in 6 months, if it's just an atrocious experience, Yaba's done a really good job about listening to the community. And if we want him to revert it back and we put together a DAO vote, which they don't have to do, but if we show that the community sentiment is like, yo, this is not working, we've lost players, we haven't gained players, right? I think that they would end up turning it back. But I'm from a fundamental standpoint, I agree with what they're trying to do. I think it'll be effective. But even if I didn't, I would still think that it's worth a try. Not new to commenting. I appreciate your content. Oh, well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. See, look, check it out. It just reset again. What is going on? Bitcoin 6 says it'd be cool if they did more multiplayer game modes, like 4 players, each player attacks to their left. That would be fun. I agree with that. 2v2 or some kind of multiplayer mode. To me, that's what makes Moon Karts so fun, is the fact that we can get more than just 2 people in there and race and have a good time. So I agree that some kind of multiplayer would be really fun. And then, if you guys are not watching People's Guild podcast, they've been doing the battle royale with a lot of streamers. stuff like that. Those types of streams where it's actually gameplay focused would be super fun then. Because then it's not just like 1v1. You can get a bunch of people. So Virus says you have to purchase Helldivers and Palworld, not free to play. Dang. All right. Maybe it's worth it. We'll see. I'm here now. Be scared. What's up, Luke? Luke, are you killing it over there on the Mooncart side? I know you're pretty good at the game. So Aaron says they need to fastly grow the player base, translate the game to Spanish, limit scholaring and multi-accounting, and move away from the 1v1 math contest. Well, I agree with the translating stuff and growing the player base. The scholaring, though, is what made Axie so popular back then. So I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. Why aren't vouchers on the secondary game market? You mean like in the store? Why wouldn't vouchers be there? Probably for the same reason that node licenses aren't. Because I think they're trying to not touch anything that has, that's part of like the SPS chain. But I agree that if people wanted to get vouchers, you're a new player coming in, it's not easy to buy vouchers. Maybe that's a change that they are planning to make. I don't know. That is a new player. So this is actually a very good point you're making, Aaron. Because let's say you're a new player coming in, and sure, you can go and buy a bunch of Chaos Legion packs, but Rebellion's the hot new set, and you don't care about the fact that they're $4. It's 4 times as much. You want the newer cards. You want cards that have tactics, and you want to buy packs, and you can't. I mean, you can, but you're overpaying because you don't know how to get vouchers because they're not available in game. That is not good for new player experience. Icy Flow, rent Mantaroth and spam to 3K rating. There you go. That or was it Grimbardian Smith too, right? Or is Mantaroth really powerful on the lower levels too? I would assume so. This is going to be like Clash Royale. What are you talking about, Red X? You're talking about Splinterlands? All right, leagues with level caps is a lot more counterintuitive than what they are doing. I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, I don't want to say it's like counterintuitive. I like what they're doing now because it's just open play. It's just like it's one league, right? Everybody's in the same boat. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is that it is taking away people's ability to benefit from not going up, right? Because if their whole thing is they want players to never have a reason to stay in lower leagues, then league caps were definitely it, right? That was very antithetical to what they were trying to do. Whereas now it's just like, man, if your rating's good enough, and it doesn't matter who you're playing, but you cross 2,800, you should not be in gold anymore. You should be in diamond. Also, if you're at 2799, you shouldn't be playing against somebody who's like in gold 3 just because match liquidity is low and you're not able to play somebody who's like literally at 2801, right? Two ratings away from you, but just in a different league. Players playing cards low level compared to king level is the same concept. Both supercharged Web3 spin, bullish. Okay. Interesting. World Eternal is free to play. All right. Check out that plug, guys. I remember I was looking at it a while ago. I had a tab opened for it a while back, but I haven't followed up. Have you tried and rented Rage yet? I have not. Is Rage very good? I did not get any with my 35 chances. So actually, did I get 35 chances? Hold up. Let's see. Because if I got 35 chances, that means I was not actually very far from getting a guaranteed copy. Oh, 31 chances. All right, so I'd have to like 6-7x my investment in order to get a guaranteed copy. Obviously, now it's even higher than that. But I kind of want Kai for the new ability. I mean, I want them all, but oh, I haven't seen this thing yet. All right, sorry, we're gonna have to skip it. Come back later. How much power do I have in this? 1860. Oh, see, the packs are what's giving me a lot. But I wonder if I'd be able to find like cheap gold foil cards and just play that game. All right, he's playing wild. Oh, hold up. I really want to see if a new player or friend playing the game, they can use some max level cards to dominate and get some euphoria winning. This is cool. I got my 4-year-old playing Splinterlands. That's awesome, man. He's spamming Korra. Amazing. Mantaroth gets wrecked by Immortalis. Not surprising. Yes, ranked overhaul. All right, so Leandro says, I came to SPL in 2021 from Clash Royale. Oh, cool. Level cap limits per league plus monster level connected to summoners was really counterintuitive at the time. All right, fair enough. Renting CP the day before EOS was awful back then. That was true too. Man, the game has evolved so much. If we could just take a minute to appreciate all the changes that have happened in the game. Like, it's just the game. I don't care. You could be, crazy, negative, fudding the game, whatever it is. I think you'd still have to agree that the game is leaps and bounds better than where it was 2 years ago. Is it where we want it to be? No, obviously not. But everybody's got different expectations on what it is. But in terms of like the overall experience, the aesthetic, everything that Nate and creative team have been doing, I think it's fantastic. Now, may not necessarily compete with other games out there, but Splinterlands was never trying to compete on that level. They were just trying to compete on being like a fully Web3 game, or as close to Web3 as possible. All right, Icy Flow, I got 12 regular foil and 1 gold foil. Wow, congrats. Red X, same here. Oh, look at that. We're all caught up on chat. How long have we been streaming for? Almost an hour. Amazing. Let's see, what time is it? 12:30 for me. I got a little bit more time. Yeah, I'm good for a little bit. You know what I want to do? Sorry, I'm trying to get my battles in because I'm going to be out the rest of the day. So, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to try and get my 10th reward chest. And look at me. Dude, I've been struggling. I get knocked back down to gold 2 sometimes. It's not fun. I wonder where I'm going to be at when it's all said and done. When the new thing comes in live. Like, I'm expecting to be a gold level player, but like, what if I'm not? What if I'm like silver level? What if I go down in rating? Because I end up playing against many more people in Diamond, for example, right? We'll have to see how match liquidity works out. Okay, I think we're going to do you. We have a lot of mana, so we can put a little extra protection there. We'll play a little defense, just a little bit. And then 9. Oof, you know what? I think we're going to go with Wave Brood. Because I think just enough of a distraction might be worthwhile to give Demon Shark and Coastal Sentry to do some work up front. Who would we be up against? There's no like major tanks because there's no legendaries. And the fact that it is return fire means that they might have a lot of magic, which ends up getting, voided slightly. All right, so they did something similar, but they're faster than me, way faster, and this is actually going to be a problem, I think. Yep. Now, I do have defense on my side, so that will actually be beneficial because then we'll avoid a little bit of the issues here. And then hopefully get... Oh, perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Amazing. Oh, shoot. Got hit still. But see, now they're just... see, they're still way faster. Yep. I'm not even going to get a chance. Oh, man. Now that is slightly helpful. But not really. I think we lost. Sucks. All right. Well, it is what it is. I lucked out with gold foil. Nice. Icy flow sold for 300. Grass on the gold foil. 14 regular foil. At least you got a max copy. How is Rage? Are you guys enjoying playing with Rage? Yeah, if you're able to sell early when I claimed it. Okay, gotcha. I think the gold 1 players will get bumped to Diamond 3. There'll be plenty of silver players that'll be moving into gold. Yeah, so that's my expectation too. But again, I wonder how many other gold level players might have like higher level cards than me. So I'm going to go back to relying specifically on Quicks and Lux to kind of stretch into Diamond. Because I know the thing is, the moment we open it up to max level cards, I'm not at that level with everybody else. So first order of business is probably to burn some of my cards and get the rest of my summoners maxed out. Because as it stands right now, I only have a level 3 Yasik, and I have a level 3. Was it Yasik, Wraith, and Astral Entity? Oh, and Lily. Shoot. Man. Okay. So there's still lots to do. I don't think $30 is going to cover it. I have to burn everything. All right, so got 13 regular Rage, 20-50 chances with voucher boost. Nice. So did everybody here who got Rage, did you spend the 20 vouchers on every single card that you got in order to try and increase your chances? Or did you bypass it and just say, it's okay, I'm good with 2%? Those last summer airdrops are going to be super low mint. Oh, let's hope so. I only had 4 claims, so 1 being gold foil was very nice. Damn nice. Low mint depends on if people are buying packs. If they wind up having a lot of packs, it's possible to pick them up in packs. True. Red X really wanted that gold foil Rage. Damn, congrats. None of that Archimist bear nonsense after sound. Get angry and spam gladiators. Oh, you're right. I should have spammed gladiators. Wait, what was it? What was the rule set? No, it's not. It wouldn't have been the best. I really just like to spam gladiators with Katrelba. Katrelba and Korra. And you can probably see from some of my wins here earlier in the day. Let's see. Oh, actually, I guess these are losses. I went on a bad slide. And this morning was not fun. But there's a win. Spamming some gladiators. There's a loss. I really tried to spam the gladiator there. Why did I even do this? Why did I play it like that? Oh, this is just a dumb, like, see, this was me. I even remember this game. This was 4 hours ago. I don't even know why I used that. I shouldn't have used her. I should have just used, what's this? Okay, that was just a dumb game. I wasn't thinking there. I lost with Cora. Lost with Katrelba. Dr. Blight gets me some wins, though. Here's another Cora win. Oh, this is a tournament. Oh, I didn't even see this. Well, let's go. I mean, I know I won already, but I didn't see how it worked out. Okay. This corrosive ward rule set is quite damaging. Don't think I you know, you don't really think about it as much, but it definitely has not great things about it. Oh, you're gonna enrage them? Not cool. Dude, the double demoralize. I thought that would have done more damage. But you know what? Let's be real. None of this really matters. If you have Cora, then it's game over. Especially in a rule set like this. Oh, perfect. Do your job. Get Cora that kill. Let's go. Goodbye. Yup. Now it just becomes unfair, right? Yeah, looks about right. Fun stuff. Okay, so we're doing good in the tournament so far. Let's see. Number 40. Yo, I had a fantastic tournament the other day. Hold up. Oh, no, these are my events. When was the last gold one? Was it this? Oh no. Might have been from a while ago. Hold up. I just want to flex a little bit. Fourth. Number 4 overall. Check that out. And I don't use any battle helper, guys. Nor is my deck fully maxed, and I don't have any of the rebellion cards. So I was really proud of the fact that I got 4th place. Shoot, I was tied for 3rd technically from a win percentage. Good stuff. Fun times. 3 out of 3 wins with Rage so far. All right, well, you're off to a great start, that's for sure. Rage, nice. I'm spamming when necessary. Mondroid is here. Mondroid, what's going on? Mondroid, you know, I'm very quiet in map chat, nor do I check it very often. But I was in there this morning, and actually, I jump in there from time to time, and I just want to say, Mondroid, I appreciate the feedback that you give in map chat. I think it provides a lot of value. You're very active in there and really giving well thought out arguments rather than the usual that happens in map chat. So Rage does great with Smith, obviously, but also like compare it with the water healer. Okay. Smith, Murdali Guardian is tough. So Almios says Max Kitty, Max Yoda, Max Llama for 1,600. Future proofing my deck once it moves to wild. Is it worth it? I mean, I made a video a while back saying that I was looking at Kitty for $100. Or maybe you took off all the kitties from, and there might not be anything left. Yeah, dude, Kitty was at $90, remember? Or sorry, 100 bucks or so. I guess you could still get it for, dude, how'd you get it for 1,600? Kitty, Max Kitty alone is $1,000. Max Yoden, 500-ish. And what's the last one? Oh, Llama. I guess you could still get it for like under 2K. Yes, you spent vouchers. Okay, cool. You bought 11 Rage? Nice. All right, Icy Flow spent vouchers too. All right, cool. Max Quicks, Chaos Agent Rage, any other weapons trainer going from Bronze to Gold League at least? Yeah. Rage is going to be all the rage. And the new system. All right, doubles weapons training is lit. Icy Flow, Casper to the Moon, like BTC, but improved, scalable, DAO controlled, number 25 coin, and not listed on any major exchanges yet. So you know what's funny? You mentioned Icy Flow. You mentioned this on the last live stream I did, and I actually went and did some research on Caspa. I don't know. I mean, I'm still a Bitcoin maxi. I don't think it's going to topple Bitcoin, but I do wonder if it is going to be one of the hotter narratives. Right? There's always going to be an ETH killer out there, right? So, ETH has so much competition, and I wonder if there's going to be some kind of competition. This might be something that pops off. I do have to ask though, how are you buying it? It's not listed on any major exchanges yet. So how do you get it? Because all the exchanges that I saw were either like overseas or something like that. And since it's its own chain, you can't like grab it on any DeFi platforms. Not financial advice. Jasmy coin may be a sleeper. All right, guys. I think the bull run is back. We're just getting people shilling projects left and right. FLR's going to the moon. Yep. See, during the last bull run, I was not live streaming like this. I mean, the channel had barely even started. I think I started like posting videos regularly in September or October of 2021. So really towards the end of the bull run, really. And I was doing my live streaming over on Twitch at the time rather than on here. So, now that everybody's starting to shill some coins, I feel like the bull run is back. Can't wait for tournament changes. Much needed. I agree, man. Tournament and Brawl, like improvements, those were the two things that really soured me from last year. Mainly the Brawl stuff. Although tournament, actually no, both of them. Mainly, we were promised guild alliances and all these expansion on guilds, and that obviously did not happen and still has not happened. But then I was looking forward to a lot more cool tournament style things when Weirdbeard was giving out ideas and such. But I agree. Nice, dude. Third is great. Thanks. Yeah. And mass people have crazy ideas, opinions, so I'm always there trying to bring reason and logic. Find that few and far between in map chat. Although, shout out to Royal Eagle. I think Royal Eagle's been trying to clamp down on a bunch of stuff. So good for him. I mean, I talk to him regularly, and it's a stressful job to try to wrangle a bunch of cats. They mine it. How do you mine it? Ventura, what's going on? It's been a minute. How are you? Uphold has it. Uphold is the default wallet for Brave. So what, you can just buy it on there? Okay. VPN. I guess that is an option. New coins are so 2013. We already have Bitcoin in so many platforms. I know, but new coins is how everybody, loves to get scammed and make a ton of money from that way. Oh my goodness, look who's here. Weirdbeard is in the house. Let's go. What's happening, man? I hope your race day went well. I'm sad I was not able to join in because I played the last time Aggie was on and it was a blast. But just don't have my gaming computer with me because I'm traveling. So hopefully it was a good time. And I hope you do them more often. Sounded like fun. I added $250 splinters for the first time since putting in 2021 for spellbooks. Whoa, look at that. New money coming in from Luke. Caspa miner like a Bitcoin miner. So wait, is Caspa at a point still where you can mine it on just like a laptop? or like a computer? Because, I mean, if that's the case, then I'll start mining it. Why not? Always in the house. Glad to see Weirdbeard back. We missed you. We did, Weirdbeard. I gotta say, man, when I saw your name pop up in the I think it was the GLS Discord first, I was like, yes, we are so back. Let's do it. So I know last year wasn't the easiest time, but for speaking on behalf of at least myself and many in the community, we always appreciated what you did, Weirdbeard, and I'm glad to see you bringing the energy back in a place that could really not just use it, but like really benefit from it. You and I haven't had these conversations. So I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I've said this many times, or a couple of times so far on stream, where it's like I wanted Splinterlands to be like the esports platform that you had envisioned it to be, and I don't necessarily see that anymore. I don't know that the company's going in that direction, and also, like, I don't know, just with RNG and presentation and stuff, it's probably not best suited. But I'm excited to see what GLS, the platform, and Arcade Colony can throw on there and have someone like you just take to the next level, from a competitive, like from a fun community competitive standpoint. Amiel was struggling in Modern Gold, bought Untamed, moved to Wild, and now I'm in Champion 2. Thanks, Kitty Yoded. Yeah, but how much are you making in Champion 2? I mean, that's actually a decent climb, although that's a decent investment. 1,600. Second most profitable coin to mine, so it has huge miner support behind it. Need an ASIC miner. Okay. Well, so the one thing I did like about it, Icy Flow, is that it is proof of work. I'm not necessarily a fan of proof of stake. So I like the fact that they went with proof of work. We're very happy Saturday, sir. Not mineable by GPU. All right, so is this something like, if for somebody who's like not technical, am I not going to be able to do this on my own? I'll do a little research, but it's like I don't even know what an ASIC miner is. Weirdbeard. All right, welcome back. All right, so spent 14.5K for Max CL, 80% Rift, 80% Rebellion, 80% Untamed, and Dice. Hope it pays off in the long run. Well, like you said, you future-proofed your deck to play in Wild no matter what. So I think it'll be fine. And if you look at this, no, I don't have it open. Never mind. I was gonna look at the things on. I think you can still win a ton of SPS. Skyer, no, I do not. Like I said, I'm not technical at all. So if you're surprised that I don't know what that is, then you stop listening to me about crypto stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a specialized miner. It only mines that. All right. Yeah, I wasn't mining. I've never mined any cryptocurrency. So I first learned about Bitcoin in early 2015. The price of Bitcoin was $200. I sadly did not buy it, nor did I care about it at that time. I didn't get in until the bull run in 2017, at which point I was not mining it. I was just buying it. So, and then, crypto journey kind of began from there. It is a specialized miner. It only mines that. I'm even mining with my cars. How does that work? Mine everything. Okay. Well, it seems like I guess my understanding of like where Bitcoin is right now is just the processing power needed is so vast that you can't just mine it at home, right? You gotta have crazy rig and setup. So let's put it this way. I was, in my limited understanding of what you guys are talking about now, I'm just like, well, if it's relatively new and it's not as widely adopted, it should be, at this point at least, still a little bit easier to mine. D-pins are going to be huge. Mineable with CPU and GPU, but not profitable. ASIC miner usually starts at 3,000 plus. Okay, so I'll be honest. I'm probably not going to mine it. So the question becomes, how do I buy it? And I think somebody said VPN. So reward in Champion 2 Wild, less than gold, modern, strange. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, you're getting wild level chests and wild level R shares, which is positive. But that's not translating over to the SPS. All right, hold on. Let me see how long it's going to take for me to get to this spot. About 30-ish minutes. Okay, yeah, we should wrap up soon then. But this has been fun, and I'm still planning to live stream tomorrow, although I don't actually know what my full schedule is going to be. Set up an Uphold account. Very safe exchange. Okay. Hold up. I'm going to look this up. Sorry, not on screen, but Uphold exchange. Buy Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum online. Wait, I have heard of Uphold. Oh, am I getting any? All right, never mind. All right, I got it open. I'll look into it more later, but I will check it out. See, now it feels like the bull run's back. Now somebody mentions a token, you're like, oh, that sounds like a cool idea. Time to buy. But the difference between now and back in 2021, actually, I was, the thing is, outside of Splinterlands, I was actually really good about taking profit. I took profit on Luna. I didn't get caught up in that. I took profit on a bunch of other gaming tokens. Where I got screwed was Splinterlands. Because I was just like, oh yeah, I believe in this long term, so let me just buy and hold SPS for the next 5 years. So now that's not the case. Now we'll have to see. And even Matt was on what podcast was that? Yabonks or something. Shout out to Yabonks. That was a great 3-hour stream, by the way. And he was just like, yeah, I encourage everybody to take profits. And I was like, there you go. Man said it himself. Watch the battle. What battle? Did you send me something? Don't post it here because YouTube doesn't like links unless I post them. Retail's coming back. You can send it to me on Discord and I will watch it if that's what you really want. Is it time for one more battle though? Because I just want to get my 10th chest for the day. Because I won't be home the rest of the day. Yes. Okay. Oh, more tournament stuff. Check it. Hold up. We're going to watch this tournament from 109 seconds ago that we won. So far, I'm not doing too bad in this tournament. Oh, this is a dumb game. Yeah, this is back to basics. Man, I got 3 back to basics in a row this morning. And it was awful. Bro, it's funny that I won this game because I remember I saw it was back to basics. I was like, all right, back to basics and Melee Mayhem. And I literally just put them. I didn't even bother to check the order. I was just like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of monsters on here. But we got the win, so that's what matters. Clutch. The math really worked out in my favor. Boom. Getting all those extra tramples. Oh, and then 2 more people fled. Yes. Check it. Look at that. 9 and 2. We're top 20. We'll do this later. Anything else to participate in? Ooh, buns, bags, and caps. Rage giveaway. That's pretty awesome. Man, I haven't set up tournaments in a minute. All right, if I stream tomorrow, we'll definitely do some tournaments. I wasn't sure how long I'd have to stream today, and honestly, I don't know how long I'll have to stream tomorrow, but we'll still try to set up some tournaments. Oh, you had a tournament pop up. Sorry, I missed it. All right, Google searches and YouTube views aren't even going that higher. Oh, you're saying retail is only coming back, dude? I know. I mean, if you look at searches for Bitcoin, Google searches for Bitcoin or trends, whatever it is. I mean, it's still low, man. Here's the thing. All my normie friends, they're not even gonna start paying attention until Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. So the moment we hit 70K, all of a sudden they'll be like, wait, I thought Bitcoin died. I thought it crashed all the way to 15K. And then now here we are. It's like back at 70. Like, what happened? How did this? And that's when retail starts buying. So whether that new all-time high happens in like before the halving, over the summer, or towards the end of the year, I don't know. But yeah, tournament game pop up. All right, did I see Killer Whales episode? I did not. And I'm too lazy to pay for it, so I'm just gonna wait until it pops up on Apple TV. I would get Rage now before it goes up in price. Maybe streamer reaction to Killer Whales so we can watch it. What are the rules on that? Can I stream? Would I be able to stream the episode here on YouTube? They probably take it down, right? Or isn't that like good for Killer Whales when they like that? So whenever it does come out, if it comes out on Apple TV, I'll stream something here. I don't have any strikes on the channel, so maybe we can afford one. Stream it on Twitch, you're saying? Isn't Twitch even worse about that stuff? Actually, no, YouTube's pretty IP protective. 20th of April, Bitcoin halving. So I just checked. It moved up to the 17th. So these blocks are processing a little bit faster. But yeah, I mean, it'll probably still be around 420. Good times. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off. This was super fun. Oh, wait. I need to do my battle. I'll do my battle, and then we'll hop off. So any other thoughts? Any other things you want to discuss, which I don't have time for? Anybody want to play a battle? Because I need some kind of match liquidity here. 4 days left in the season. Okay. I'm going to have fun with this. Okay. So I want you. I want 8U. Is there anybody else that we could give weapons training to that would be like solid? That's fast also. I probably Scavo Chemist. No, you know what? Venari Heatsmith. Oh wait, he's only level 5. Oh, because I have my guy on land. That's sad. Okay. I like opportunity. Let's do this. Let's get you in the mix at the tail end. And then 3 or 2 1. I don't know. Let's do Power Watch Devil. That could be fun. All right, we're gonna hide you back here, and we're gonna. Oh, you know what? No, let's keep you there. Let's stay there. Dude, I don't even know. I usually like to throw a martyr in the mix here, but I don't even think that would have mattered. No, sorry, Cosmic Piggy. I can't do a challenge. I know I asked for one, but I was just kidding. I can't do a challenge right now. Okay, so the cool thing, hopefully. Oh no, they have protection. That's not great. But we're gonna get the blast for a little bit longer. Oh no, my guy's dead now. Shoot. What a waste. Okay, but Dude, I just want Venari Heath-Smith to get a kill. Oh my god, I think he's gonna be able to do it. Oh my gosh, he did it! Level 5 Venari Heath-Smith. Let's freaking go. That's not gonna be helpful. Yeah, oh, that, you know what? Oh, clutch miss. No, we need to take out the dude in the back. I think I lost this. Sad day. Oh, no, we're going to win. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Let's freaking go. I think we're going to win. Amazing. That was a little bit of a roller coaster. I had no idea what to expect. All I know is Venari Heath-Smith got a kill. So to me, that's better than a chicken or a fiend kill. Because I wish I could check. I should have checked beforehand. I should have checked when the last time I played that card was, because it was probably never. So for people who don't know, there's this cool little feature you can go and check the last time it was played was in 2 minutes ago. My level 2 one was 16 months ago. Yikes. That's hilarious. Okay. Dang, those miners always changing things. Not miners, more transactions. See you around the game. Brandon says, does it matter what league we finish in this season? Yeah, it always matters what league you finish in. The drop down should still be the same unless you're in like bronze or silver. Nice stream. Thanks for being here, Red X. See you later, Icy Flow. Yo, what's up, Luis? Good to see you. You saw I bought a bunch of Grimsmiths. I did. This is me not taking my own advice. I bought a bunch of Grimsmiths, and I'm just trying to flip them, and I failed. So we'll see. Hopefully people want some more, and I'm able to get away with it. Venari plus Rage. Oh yeah, good times. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your Saturday, or if it's Sunday already, enjoy that. I do plan on being live tomorrow. Like I said, we'll try to do some tournaments if I'm able to. But yeah, till then, enjoy the SPS pump that we are seeing. Let's go take one last look at this. Let's see where we're at. 2.61. Okay, so it's going down. Not great. What about the GLX? Is there a good GLX pump going on? Ish. Yeah, 0.07. Not terrible. But enjoy the pump. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go have some pizza now, which I'm very excited about. But I will catch you all later. Peace.